लाडली लाल की जय। प्रथमं सद्गुरुं वन्दे श्रीकृष्णं तदनन्तरं गुरुः पापात्मना त्राता श्रीकृष्णस्त्वमलात्मना यस्यैकनिश्वसितकालमथावलम्ब्य जीवन्ति सन्मुखरितां भवदीयवार्ता। विष्णुर्महान् स इह यस्य कलाविशेषो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्ध्वं हदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। दिव्यात्मा प्रिय भक्तजन प्रिय सज्जनों, devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls, first let me say Radhe Radhe to each and every one, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to each and every one of you. Today we're doing something very special. You've done it before, and some of you have not. It's called guided meditation. रूप ध्यान करेंगे, लेकिन कुछ बताने से we're going to do रूप ध्यान, but we are going to be guided a little bit in doing it. We here practice Raganuga Bhakti. There are two kinds of bhakti. One is called Vaidhi Bhakti, and one is called Raganuga Bhakti. Vaidhi Bhakti comes from the word Ved. So Vedas are filled with rules and regulations. भरे है नियम से। Vidhi Nishedh. Vedas are filled of two things, Vidhi, Nishedh. Vidhi means aisa kar, do like this, do like this, do like this. Vidhi. Or Nishedh means prohibited action. ऐसा मत कर, ऐसा मत कर, don't do like that, don't do like that, don't do like that. Nishedh. This is Vaidhi Bhakti. Dar hai bahut hai, means there's a lot of fear. If you do this thing, it's a pap, sin, and you will go to hell. Lot of fear. It's very difficult to love in Vaidhi Bhakti. Raganuga Bhakti, on the other hand, इसमें एक विधि और एक निषेध है, बस. In Raganuga Bhakti, there's only one vidhi and one nishedh. One vidhi. Always remember Hari Guru. Always remember God and the saint. Always. Nitya. So important is this nitya, always, that in the Gita, one verse Sri Krishna mentions 3 places in one verse. Ananya chetah satatam yo mam smarati nityasha tasyaham sulabha parth nityayuktasya yoginah. Chapter 8, verse 14, Gita. अब 3 जगह, one shlok. Ananya chetah satatam. Satatam means nitya, always. Always exclusively attach your mind to me. Chetah, chetah means mind. Or yomam smarati nityasha. And remember me all the time. Nitya. Doba, 2 times. Different way, but same meaning. Or nitya yuktasya yogina. The one, that bhakti yogi, who joins his mind to me every moment, all the time. Tasyaham sulabha partha. To such a person, I am easily attained. So important that in one verse, Sri Krishna says it 3 times. It's called a fault, repeating like this. Dosha. But here Sri Krishna keeps repeating, so maybe it will go in our head. Ghush jaye. So one vidhi, always remember God and Guru. And one nishedh is what? One thing we should never do, don't forget Hari Guru even for a moment. Bas, that's all. This is Raganuga Bhakti. In the Bhakti Samit Sindhu it says, Yena kena prakarena. However, our mind gets attached to Sri Krishna, to Radha Krishna, that is bhakti. This Bhagavad, this Ramayana, all this is just guideline. It doesn't mean that's all. Whatever it takes to get our mind attached, it should stay there all the time. Yena kena prakarena. So we are free. अब सबका रुचि अलग अलग है. Because we have performed different actions in our past lifetimes, everyone. So our interests are different. For example, the saints describe Sri Krishna as being bluish in color. Blue like a lotus, blue like a sapphire, blue like the sky, so many blue. One person says, I like dark blue. Another person says, if I see dark blue, I'll vomit. Light blue. Somebody says, I don't even like blue. I like black. Kala. Shri Krishna is described as being black also. That's why he's called Shyam Sundar. Whatever color you like. Don't like black, blue, white. I like white. I like pink. Whatever you like. All these colors are material. Shri Krishna is not black, not blue, not white. His color is divine. Chidanandamaya deha tumhari vigat vikar jani adhikari. Just as Shri Krishna is divine, his body is divine, everything, kala, everything is divine. Complexion, divine, divya. The saints have only put this. God and the saints have written these things in the scripture to help us because we do not know what divine looks like. We can't think about divine, we have a material mind. So to help us. So whatever you like. जैसे आपको अच्छा लगता है. अब अलग अलग का. And you can keep changing also. In Raganuga Bhakti, you can keep changing. Today I like blue, Shri Krishna looking blue. Tomorrow I like him to look black. Next day I like him to look pink. Fine. You can keep changing everything. The clothes, the age, the color, everything. Whatever we think about is going to be material. अब जब मन माइक है, वो विचार जो करेंगे सब माइक होगा. When our mind is material, go gochar jah lagi man jai, so sab maya janihu bhai. That mind that we think with, that intellect that we understand with, the senses that we grasp, they are all mic below, they are under the control of Maya, they are material. And God is beyond Maya. Everything we think is going to be, and that's what we're going to use. I told you, Roop Dhyan is most important. There are many kinds of bhakti, as mentioned in Bhagavad, etc. 9 type, 20 type, 36 type, many types. Most famous is Navdha Bhakti. This is what Prahlad taught his own father, Hiranyakashipu. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Bandhanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam. 7th Canto, 5th chapter, 23rd verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. Prahlad is describing Navdha Bhakti. His father asked him, "O Prahlad, O long-lived one, you spend a long time with the gurus and you must have acquired wonderful knowledge. What is the best of all this knowledge that you have acquired?" Sabse Shresht. So Prahlad replied and said, "Worshipping the Lord Shri Krishna in the 9 ways is the highest, I consider the highest knowledge. Shravanam, listening about Shri Krishna, like what you're doing right now. Divine philosophy. Shravana Bhakti, which chanting the names, qualities, Kirtan Bhakti. Smaran, lovingly meditating on the form of Radha Krishna Guru. Smaran Bhakti. Pada Sevanam, worshipping the lotus feet of Radha Krishna, the saint who is Radha Krishna personified. Pada Sevana Bhakti. Archanam, worshiping an image, bathe in, dress in, etc. Murti, Archanam, Archan Bhakti. 5. 6. Bandhanam, prostrating before God, before the saint. Not physically, man se, physically also. Dasyam, 7. Realizing that Sri Krishna is eternal, that the soul is an eternal servant of Sri Krishna. Jivera Swarupa Hoy Krishner Nitya Das. Nitya Das, eternal servant. Dasyam. Sakhyam. Also realizing that Sri Krishna, the relation of the soul with Sri Krishna, is our eternal friend, Sakha. Atmanivedanam, 9. Offering everything, surrendering everything to Sri Krishna. That is Navadha Bhakti. Briefly. Out of this, 3 are told to be made. Shukdev ji says to Parikshit, Tasma sarvatmana rajan haris sarvatra sarvada shrotavya kititavyascha smartavyo bhagavan rinam. 2nd Canto, 2nd chapter, 36th verse, Bhagavad Mahapurana. Shukdev ji says these 3 are most important out of the 9. Shrotavya, this is Shravan, listening. Shravana Bhakti, listening to divine philosophy, listening about Krishna, Radha Krishna. Kirtanam, Kirtavyasya, chanting the names, qualities, pastimes, etc. And Smartavya, Smaran, Roop Dhyan, meditating on the form of Radha Krishna the saint. Out of these 3, Gaurang Mahaprabhu says, Maner Smaran Pran. Smaran Bhakti is the life of all Bhakti. Pran hai, Pran. Like this body we have, as long as there is life in it, we can do so much. But when the life leaves the body, pran means life. When we die, the life leaves the body, everything is there, hand, feet, mouth, everything. But nothing doing. It's all useless. It's dead body. So in the same way, we can do all bhakti in the world, but if there's no smaran, it's like a dead body without life, useless. It's like multiplying by 0. You multiply 0 by 10, you get 0. 0 by 100, 0. 0 by a trillion, still 0. So most important is smaran, meditating on the form of Radha Krishna, Roop Dhyan. Our beloved Gurudev, Sri Kripaluji Mahaprabhu, he stressed mostly, put the most stress on Roop Dhyan, which is also another name for Smaran. Roop means form, Dhyan means meditating, meditating on the form of Radha Krishna. He continuously told us that we have to do Roop Dhyan, that you can do all the chanting, all the everything. But if there is no Roop Dhyan, no Smaran, useless. So, we're going to do Roop Dhyan. Before I go more into guidance, we'll do a beautiful pad written by Sri Kripaluji Mahaprabhu from Prem Ras Madira. 2 days we did 2 beautiful pads from Rasya Madhuri. Today we are going to do one from Sri Krishna Madhuri. A very beautiful pad. It's in your books. This pad on page 48 in the books you have, Yugal Kunj book, tells us about the beauty of Sri Krishna, how beautiful Sri Krishna is. A gopi is describing, she has seen Sri Krishna, the gopi is seeing the divine Sri Krishna. When someone is deserving, a saint, they see Sri Krishna and we see Sri Krishna, there's a big difference, like night and day. Huge difference. So gopi, who is divine, the greatest saints, we talked about the gopi, she is seen Sri Krishna. If we were to see the same thing, we will not see as this gopi is seen. We are striving to go there. So this gopi is helping us to understand what Sri Krishna looks like and what we will experience when we attain her stage, her status. So the gopi is saying, Anupama Rupa Neela Mani Kori. That blue complexion, she's using the word blue to help us understand. I told you it's not blue, but she is using it to help us. The bluish complexion, Shyam Sundar, Sri Krishna, he's so beautiful. Anupama. Anupama means indescribable. It cannot be described in words. It's so beautiful. The best that the saint can tell us as to how beautiful Shyam Sundar is, the most beautiful person in the material world is someone called Kamdev, the god of love. He is the most beautiful man in the material world. To describe how beautiful Shyam Sundar is, the saints and scriptures tell us that he is more beautiful than the beauty of uncountable Kamdevs combined. So in the next line, she says, if someone were to see Shyam Sundar, even by mistake, bhool se, means suddenly you were walking and you saw him by mistake. That you will find that it's so beautiful, so much bliss that you will be unable to bear, to tolerate the ecstasy. Putting your hands to the heart, you will fall on unconscious with bliss. This gopi saying this is what happened to her. Now don't expect the same thing to happen to us right now. That you are going to see Shyam Sundar, and you'll fall on unconscious. We want to get there. We have to practice that. So we have to visualize what the gopi is telling us. Prati Angani Chavi Koti Anangani. So Anangani here means Shyam Sundar, Kamdev, sorry. One who has no body. He's called Anangani. Anang. Why is he called Anang? Because he disturbed Shivji. When Sati destroyed herself in the fire of Daksh, in the yagna of Daksh, she threw herself in the Havan because Shivji was being insulted and she couldn't bear it. So Shivji, in the separation from Parvati, from Sati, he went in by himself alone and went in Samadhi for thousands of years. Now Sati has come back as Parvati and she is supposed to get married to Shivji, but he is in such a Samadhi, he is not looking at anyone. So they sent Kamdev, the Devatas, to disturb him. So he shot one of his love arrows at Shivji, and Shivji opened his third eye. We don't have a third eye. People say you're trying to open your third eye. Are you Shivji? This is foolishness. Shivji has a third eye for a special purpose, to destroy the entire universe. He's the one who is the destroyer. So he opened his third eye and he burnt Kamdev to ashes. This is why Kamdev is also called Anang. So here the gopi is saying, every limb of Shyam Sundar is so beautiful, that is more beautiful than uncountable Kamdevs. Uncountable Kamdevs. That he is the essence of divine bliss, divine beauty. There's the most she can tell us. She's trying our best. Just giving us an idea. और जिन हिन अंगनि नैनन निरखत तिन हिन कहाँ कहाँ सरस बरोरी. And another speciality about Shyam Sundar, when you're deserving, and the day and when you see Shyam Sundar, there's something very special. What is the specialty? You'll be looking at his lotus feet. Oh, so beautiful. I've never seen anything so beautiful. Then you look at the hand. Oh, the hands are more beautiful. The hands are more beautiful than the lotus feet. Then you look at his face. Oh, the face is more beautiful. Then you look again at the hand. Oh, the hands are more beautiful now. Every limb, every part you look, the beauty keeps increasing, increasing, increasing. And the same part you look at before, when you look again, it looks more beautiful. Gunarahitam kamanarahitam pratikshan vardhamanam. Narad Bhakti Sutra, it keeps increasing every moment. Nakashika lakhi saki akhiyan hute pala pala talapati dekhan kori. The gopi is saying, when one sees Shyam Sundar, so beautiful, you look from head to toe, and yet you are not satisfied. You will never be satisfied. Trip nahi ho sakta. The more you see, the more you want to see. Bharte jate. That there's a greed. In the material world, greed is very bad. But in the spiritual world, greed is recommended. To be greedy for the love, to be greedy for the divine bliss of Shyam Sundar. And it happens automatically. The eyes can never become satisfied. The eyes literally wants to devour him. So beautiful. Kaha kripalu gagar mahasagar avana jatana karor karori. In the last line, Kripaluji Mahaprabhu saying in the words of that gopi, what to say anything? Trying to describe how beautiful Shyam Sundar is like trying to fill the entire ocean in a small jug. In a very small jug, you're trying to fill the entire ocean. Impossible. So it is impossible to describe how beautiful, how sweet, how loving that form of Shyam Sundar. We try, as how this gopi, we will try to, we are getting guidance here. So let us sing this pad, and then we will continue after that. Neelamani kori anupama rupa.
Neelamani kori anupama rupa.
Kori anupama उरधरि कर करी हाय गिरत सोई।
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 ओ लखत बार एक भूले जोरी अनुपम रूप। लखत
बार एक भूले हूँ जोरी अनुपम रूप।
नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप।
नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप।
प्रतिअंगनी छवि कोटि अनंगनी।
प्रतिअंगनी छवि कोटि अनंगनी।
प्रतिअंगनी छवि कोटि अनंगनी।
प्रतिअंगनी छवि कोटि अनंगनी।
सुषमा सुधा सार रस भूरी अनुपम रूप।
सुषमा सुधा सार रस भोरी अनुपम रूप।
नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप।
नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप।
जिनहीन अंगनी नैनन निरखत।
जिनहीन
दीन अंगनी नैनन निरखत
जिनहीन अंगनी नैनन निरखत
तिनहीन सरस बड़ोरी अनुपम रूप
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 नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप
नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप
नख सीख लखी सखी अखियन होते
नख शिख लखी सखी अखियान होते
नख सीख लाखी सखी अखियन होते
नख शिख लखी सखी अखियान होते
पल पल ताल पति देखन कोरी अनुपम रूप पल
पाल ताल भाती देखन कोरी अनुपम रूप
पल पल ताल पति देखन कोरी अनुपम रूप पल
पाल ताल भाती देखन कोरी अनुपम रूप
नीलमणि कृपालु गागर महसागर
कृपालु गागर महासागर
कृपालु गागर महासागर
कृपालु गागर महासागर
आवन जतन करूर करूरी अनुपम रूप
आवन यातना करोर करोरी अनुपम रूप
आवन जतन करूर करूरी अनुपम रूप
आवन यातना करोर करोरी अनुपम रूप
नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप
नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप
ओ नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप
नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. So we have had some practice with the help of this wonderful gopi to meditate on Shyam Sundar, Shri Krishna. Now we're going to practice even more, a little bit. Let's all try to sit straight. There are 3 rules for Rup Dhyan. In Vedanta Sutra, Brahma Sutra, there are 3 mantras. First mantra, Asina Sambhavat. Asina means baith ke. We have to sit down. Palti maar ke and cross our leg. This is the best. We can't do it. Then you can sit in a chair, etc. But this is what is recommended. You don't have to do full lotus. Just cross the leg. As most of us are doing. So, Asina Sambhavat, number 1. Number 2, Achalatvacha Peksham. We have to be alert, सावधान होके. Keep the back straight, especially in the beginning. Later on, as we advance in our meditation, all its rules will follow, but in the beginning, it helps. Keeping the back straight, don't lean on the wall, etc. Too much, when you're too comfortable, and slackness in the posture will make the mind, the fickle mind, wander. So keeping alert, keeping the back straight helps. And the third mantra, Dhyanacha. This is Roop Dhyan, Smaran Bhakti. Meditate on what? On Radha Krishna, the form of Radha Krishna, the form of the saint. And as I mentioned, whatever our mind likes, because we are practicing Raganuga Bhakti. So, I'm going to use something I like. You can follow it and try to, if it helps you, or you can create in your own mind something, another scene that you like. So let's all try to sit straight. Close the eyes. If you need help because you're beginning, then you can look at the Murti of Radha Krishna. Only Shri Krishna if you want, only Radharani or combine, or Maharaji. If you need help, if you cannot visualize. So, we're in a very beautiful place, like a park. There are many trees, tall, beautiful trees, all filled with beautiful leaves, greenery everywhere. And in this park also there's very beautiful flowers, all kinds of flowers, rose, hibiscus, all kinds of flowers. Try to see the flowers themselves, see the rose blooming. Let's see the beautiful leaves on the trees. Hear the birds chirping in that forest, in that park. You can hear the birds. And close by, there's a stream. A little stream, not a big river, a little stream, running water that is crystal clear. You can hear the trickling of the water as it runs. Try to hear the water. And suddenly you hear something. You hear the flute, the basuri of Shyam Sundar. See if you can hear that basuri, the flute. And you look around. Where is Shyam Sundar? I'm hearing his flute, but I'm not seeing him. Is he hiding behind a tree? So you run behind it, look at the tree, behind the tree, but where you're hearing the sound of the flute. So you run in that direction. And you look, but there's no Shyam Sundar. Then you hear the flute again. See, try to hear the flute. In your mind, try to hear the flute of Shyam Sundar. This time it seems as though it's behind a beautiful rose bush. And as you're about to go, Shyam Sundar moves from behind a rose bush and he stands. He's bent in three places as he stands playing the Basuri. You can actually visualize him playing the Basuri. He's bent at the neck, the waist, and the ankles. He's wearing beautiful yellow clothes, silken. The yellow is like the strike of a lightning. So beautiful, so dazzling, that yellow clothes that he's wearing. The complexion of his body, bluish in complexion, or whatever color you like. There's a peacock feather on his hair and a beautiful golden crown. His hair is very thick, black and curly. His beautiful eyes, large eyes, they seem to go all to the corner of his head. So large and so beautiful. The nose is very beautiful, pointed. His lips are red as though the pomegranate fruit. And his teeth is white, like pearls. He's smiling at you and you can see the whiteness of the teeth. Suddenly you get in your hand a garland of wildflowers, beautiful garland. And Shyam Sundar looks at you and he's beckoning you. Bring that garland of flowers and put it around my neck. And so you walk towards Shyam Sundar very slowly. You're walking towards him, enjoying the beauty of his body, his beauty. And you place the garland around, he bends his head, so you can place that beautiful garland of wildflowers around his neck. You fall at his feet. You fall and you take your head and touch his lotus feet and then the lips, and it's so soft, his feet is so soft. And you can smell there's a divine fragrance emanating from the lotus feet. You can smell that fragrance, it's so sweet. Your body becomes thrilled with the joy. All the pores in your body raises on ends. Tears start trickling from the eyes. You sit there looking at him, not moving but enjoying the proximity of being so close to him. As he continues playing the Basuri, you love listening to the Basuri and gazing at his beauty. You look again at his beautiful face. He's smiling at you. You look at his beautiful hands with beautiful fingers on the Basuri. On every finger, there are beautiful rings studded with beautiful gems. You look at his lotus feet. The toenails, there's light coming from the toenails. that is bringing bliss in your heart. And every toe there are rings also. And on these rings there are beautiful gems. It's all given out light. Suddenly Shyam Sundar bends down and picks you up in his arm. And he embraces you. He gives you such a wonderful hug. Feel the softness of his embrace. Let your body thrill, your heart thrill to the joy of his hugged embrace, that he brings you very close, tightly hugs you to his body. Enjoy being in the embrace of Shyam Sundar. Remain there for a couple of minutes, enjoying that sweet divine embrace. Place your head on his chest. You can hear his heart beating as you place your head on his chest, close to the heart. His body is so soft. You've never felt anything so soft in your entire life. And there's such a beautiful fragrance emanating from his body. You can smell it. The most beautiful perfume you've ever smelled. Continue enjoying the beautiful soft embrace of Shyam Sundar. Now, Shyam Sundar is telling you it's time for you to leave, and he'll come again. So very slowly you loosen your embrace from Shyam Sundar. Slowly you sit on the ground as your body is vibrating with the bliss of his divine love. He steps back a couple of steps and he starts playing the bansuri, the divine flute again. And sitting there again, you enjoy looking at him. Looking at his divine body, bluish in complexion, with the garland of wildflowers around his neck. Wearing that pitambar, that beautiful yellow clothes. Slowly, he vanishes from your vision. It becomes a separation. You start feeling the separation of his love, separation from him. But he told you, I'll come back again. Don't worry. So now slowly, we open our eyes, very slowly. बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. We chant for a few minutes. राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे.
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे.
मेरे गोविंद राधे मेरे
गोविंद राधे.
भज गोविंद राधे
भज गोविंद राधे.
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे.
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे.
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे.
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे.
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे.
मेरे गोविंद राधे
मेरे गोविंद राधे.
भज गोविंद राधे
भज गोविंद राधे.
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे.
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे.
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे.
मेरे गोविंद राधे मेरे
गोविंद राधे.
ओ भज गोविंद राधे भज
गोविंद राधे.
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे राधे
गोविंद गोविंद राधे.
बोले श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय. लाडली लाल की जय. सियावर रामचंद्र की पवन सुत हनुमान की जय. प्यारी प्यारी अम्मा की जय. श्री भक्ति धाम की जय. श्री युगल कुंज की जय जय श्री राधे. जय जय श्री राधे. जय जय श्री